What's going on, YouTube? YouTube, what up? All right, no, I'm sorry, I hated that guy. Remember there was there's that weed guy. He used to do weed videos. What's up, YouTube? YouTube, what up? I fucking God, I'm so glad that guy disappeared. That's a huge bitch.
I have no idea who you're
So
talking about.
it was an old just weed tuber. Now I think that whole culture is gone now. It used to just be people just doing crazy dabs and shit before YouTube got all fucking gay. What's going on? This is Perfectly Misfit, a podcast where Dan and I get together to catch up on bullshit. Freaking talk about stuff that our families and other normie friends don't want to talk about. When we run out of basic subjects, we get into the same things of podcasts, TV shows, and movies, and food. What you been up to, Dan? Long time no see.
I know it's been a minute. We've been working on season 1 of Letterkenny and just made it to season 12, episode 1.
Nice.
On in the background. It's not playing, but it's paused there. So
I've really been crushing Righteous Gemstones lately.
I heard this is the last season of that.
Yeah. I think there's only like a few episodes left. I'm pretty sure the one I just finished today was episode 7. Usually these shows go to 8 episodes.
I've heard it's really good. I just never watched it.
Yeah, once you get into it, it's even better that you didn't get into it yet, because that way when you do start it, you can just watch the whole thing. Which I made the mistake of starting it right before season 4 was about to start, which is this current season. So I crushed all 3 seasons, and then I was like, fuck, I gotta wait for. And then I was like, I told myself I'm gonna have discipline and not watch it until the season is over, so that way I can watch it, the whole thing. And then I didn't do that. I got too anxious and started watching, and now, yeah, I'm pretty sure a new episode comes out today. I forget. Let's see.
We're pretty close to the same with that shit. Like, when we get into a show, we fucking binge watch it. Like, we don't like to wait.
Sundays. Okay, so I got to wait till Sunday for another one. Weird. So speaking of
that's the Lord's Day.
Yeah, that makes sense. But speaking of Sunday, and we haven't been on the show for a few weeks. How was your WrestleMania?
It was overall really good. Obviously things were predictable, and some things obviously were not. So, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it all. I think night 1 was stronger than night 2 by far.
Was night 1 was the 3-way match? Yeah, right. Yeah. Because I had to watch it on mute at work.
Okay.
I was able to sign my Peacock app onto one of the TVs at work.
Nice.
Which was great. It was perfect because it was a metal show. So the crowd, it was the perfect crowd for WrestleMania.
Nice. I am super happy. I kind of knew, you kind of knew with the build up that Jey Uso was going to win.
Yeah, Gunther's been wilding. Fucking, he attacked Jimmy while Jey was handcuffed, which is just dumb because, bro, we can. I think you and I can break out a zip tie, huh?
That's classic heel shit. They did that.
No, but also just the fact that he was zip tied, he's a fucking world class athlete. He could have broken out of those fucking zip ties. You know what I mean?
Hold on a second.
I think Dan and I, who are not in peak physical condition, can break out of zip tie handcuffs. So I'm pretty sure Jey Uso would have been able to. But then, yeah, that was also nuts. Freaking Gunther, following up his Madness and choking the life out of Pat McAfee on Raw this Monday was pretty interesting.
That was fucking crazy.
You know, I
Bro,
mean, also, I mean, shout out to Pat McAfee coming with the fucking almost the Superman punch. It was like an elbow to the head, but definitely didn't see that coming.
definitely stuck up for Michael Cole. Bro, this little asshole. We've had him for a couple months now. He has become the bossiest little bitch. Like he's almost doubled in size. I don't think he's getting any bigger. But I don't know. He was sitting there interrupting the podcast, barking behind me because he doesn't have the confidence that he can jump on the couch. He fucking totally can jump up on the couch. But he does not think he can. So he sits there and barks until I get up. He does this all day when I'm at work. Until I get up and pick his ass up on the couch. And then he just sits there and looks at me like, yeah, you're my bitch.
Yeah,
But
that's right, motherfucker.
fucking,
Pick me up. Yeah.
I absolutely loved the El Grande Americano versus Ray Phoenix match. And I know you hated it, and that's why I wanted to bring it up right away because I thought it was fucking amazing. It was such a great, great match where they had less than a day to figure it out. Ray Phoenix has not been in WWE very long. He's had like what, 2 matches maybe, and get thrown into the biggest stage of them all, Wrestle fucking Mania, and comes out there and literally has a lights out match with El Grande Americano.
I honestly don't. I didn't watch that fight because that whole storyline, I think, was just kind of dumb. Which is, I'm sure, is the point of it. Like my favorite part of that whole thing was watching the fake backstory montage that they did, where it's like they had like statues of him in Asia and shit like that, and they showed him as a baby with the mask on. Like, I got a kick out of that.
I fucking love it so much.
Actually, if I remember correctly, that was on night 2, right?
That was night 1.
Okay, see, yeah, it happened during work. I didn't really care.
Fucking amazing. Another great match was the fatal night 2. It was the fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Dirty Dom, Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, and who the fuck was the 4th guy?
I don't remember.
Penta. It was fucking great. And a lot of people thought that, or went and said, oh, Dom turned on Finn. Dom turned on Finn. But Finn turned on Dom before Dom did anything. So I was super happy Dirty Dom won. He deserves his flowers for it. He's been a great character for a while now. And he's
really good at being a piece of shit. That's all I can say.
Yes, that's exactly it. He takes great bumps, and he's good at he is good at wrestling. Like a lot of people don't want to say that because he used to lose, or
did you see the Hot Ones where it was him and Liv Morgan doing like basically like Truth or Dare?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it's like a thing where like they each have a set of questions, and if you can't answer the question or do the challenge, then you have to eat a hot wing.
Okay,
bro.
Now, my question is, dude. Okay, go ahead.
The first fucking question Liv asked Dom was, pick up your phone, call your fucking father, Rey Mysterio, the legend, and apologize for all that. Like they just like put him on blast.
Yeah.
Like they were like, and he was like, fuck no, I ain't calling that motherfucker. He should call and apologize to me. I was just like, whoa.
That was my question. Are they going to be for like their real person or their character?
They were fucking, they were cursing. They were like,
awesome.
Yeah. I mean, they were still in character a little bit, but like, you know, there was a lot of swearing and like, oh, fuck no, and fuck y'all for asking that question in the first place. I was like, ah, damn. That was
Yeah.
real. That was what we call a shoot.
So, did you watch the roast of WrestleMania?
No,
I have not.
I haven't gotten around to that yet. I
I
really
have
should
not.
though.
I think it's on Peacock, but
I I love how much
I've
hate.
heard I've heard Paul Heyman went the fuck off, and like he stole the show, beat like made Tony look like an idiot. Like he was like by far stole the show ever. Like, and I believe it because Paul Heyman can talk, bro. But
Yeah.
I cannot wait to watch it. I plan on watching it tomorrow.
Yeah, I loved watching. Actually, I'll probably watch it after this. I loved watching Tony get all that hate behind him when they're introducing him on the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like both sides of him, people are like, nah, he's fucking. And Tony is just soaking it in. People have no idea how smart that fucking dude is. You can hate on him all you want, but he's fucking doing what he does best. And that's just like exactly what Dom does best. Let's play the asshole. You know, like he's
Plays the heels better
yeah,
than
yeah, he
anyone
plays a
else.
real dickhead. He does it really well. It's kind of funny
And
to
then
just like,
anyone in comedy says he's the sweetest dude ever.
yeah, I met him. And like, people. I did this on purpose. I, the day after the whole calling Puerto Rico a trash island thing, like, I changed my profile picture to my picture with me and him, and
Yeah.
it's just like, you know, like I'm for most of my friends, I'm the only Puerto Rican they know. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I wanted to send that as a message, like, hey, you might not like what he had to say, but as your only Puerto Rican friend, and I'm over here putting my picture with him, that should tell you to just let it go. It's a lot of these fucking woke people trying to be mad on my behalf. They're like
Yeah.
people who've never even been to Puerto Rico or like being mad. Like, what have you like, you were just mad for the sake of being mad. And I was just like, cool. I'm going to add fuel to this fire and show people I don't give a fuck. Comedy is comedy. It was fucking funny. We have, like, just like everywhere else, Puerto Rico can be very fucking trashy, just like fucking Michigan, just like
Mhm.
fucking Texas, just like fucking Minnesota, like every fucking where can be trashy. What the fuck ever. I
Everywhere has a trashy spot in it.
yeah, man.
But
And every
I think there really is a trash problem.
yeah,
That's what it
we have
talks
nowhere to
about.
fucking put to the trash. It's a problem. We are a
Yeah.
tiny island. Yeah, like we can't even keep the lights on, let alone we think we're going to be able to handle all the fucking garbage we produce on an
Right.
island. you know,
Oh,
an
Seneca's
island that is
Medicine Republic.
underfunded and mistreated by the U.S. But whatever. Moving on. Um. Fuck. I know I've seen a couple movies since we've last talked. I don't know if I talked about when I saw that monkey movie. That was pretty fucking nuts. It was literally called The Monkey, and like
It's a
Adam
horror
Scott.
movie, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was like about like
The wind up toy
basically
of the
a
monkey.
best like monkey toy.
Okay.
Yeah, it was based off of Monkey Shines. It was an old Stephen King short story, and yeah, this thing was just like you twist the key on the wind it up, and somebody's gonna fucking die. And but it was like teetering on that comedy and horror. Like it was just like, I mean, like someone got a harpoon blown through them, and then like their organs made like a zip line. Like it was like, it was great. I loved it.
Nice.
uh
I've not seen that. Is that on Prime or Netflix yet?
oh, I don't know. I saw that one in theater. Another good one. Fuck, I just had it. Uh Den of Thieves 2.
I
That's on
started watching
Netflix.
that. Yep.
Sorry.
I started watching that. I
I,
didn't
I
finish it.
I liked it, but I'll be honest, which is and is almost always the case. Den of Thieves 1 was better.
which is always the case.
Yeah,
For
it's not
almost
not always, but like
almost always.
yeah, almost always. So it was very disappointing. Like, and especially as much as like Netflix has been fucking hyping it up, and O'Shea Jackson Jr., who is fucking Ice Cube Jr., he's at like all the wrestling events trying to promote it and shit. And it's even funnier is like that shit came out like a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, and he's still coming to the Netflix events. But so we can also talk about since still on the wrestling topic a little bit, fucking Bert Kreischer crashing an event, and I didn't even know that the cameras weren't even really rolling.
No, it's after the show.
Yeah, and but like two wrestlers just let him fucking do his damn thing.
Yeah,
Pretty fucking cool.
Austin Theory and the other guy. I don't fucking know, man.
They're fucking jobbers.
Yeah. They're earning their keep. They're doing great on their own, but they are jobbers.
But I will. The one thing I didn't like about WrestleMania, kind of all over the place. Sorry. Was whatchamacallit. The fact that the whole with Cody Rhodes and Cena thing, that The Rock is now just choosing when to come in and fuck with the storyline, and he's supposed to be like the final boss and all this bullshit. Doesn't show up for fucking Jay
for WrestleMania.
Sorry?
Doesn't show up at all for WrestleMania.
Yeah, he literally comes in, affects the entire storyline, turns John Cena heel for the first time in 25, 30 years of being Mr. fucking nice guy, and then doesn't show up to fucking WrestleMania. I'm guessing there had to be some sort of drama or some shit.
So what he put out online was that he didn't want to interfere, overshadow Cena winning his 17th title, but he already did that at Elimination Chamber. Like you wouldn't have overshadowed it, but you created more questions without answers. It's so fucking stupid.
You'd think he'd even just show up for fucking Jay's win, come out with Jimmy.
Right. You would think something, or at least in the back. They're cousins, right?
Yeah, that shit pissed me off.
What was even worse about it was like the person that didn't matter at all for the storyline showed up. Travis Scott, who gives a fuck about that dude? And that song, Cactus Jack 2.0 or whatever the fuck it is dog shit. Absolute dog shit. It's fucking terrible. And I know I'm white, so I can't really say much about rap music, but it's fucking retarded, dude.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. But I will say, okay, last thing on WrestleMania, we'll move on. How about the one mystery surprise fighter that showed up night 2?
Say his name and he'll appear. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah, that was that was quite nuts. Fucking poor guy had to fight RKO.
Yeah, dude. I mean, people talk shit about that too, and I'm kind of with it. Like, yeah, that makes TNA's champion look weak, but then at the same time, he went on a show later and said he did what he was told to do. He got all, everyone fucking gave him his props in the back. He's like, Randy Orton did my gimmick, the spin around. And how am I not over? Like, that was the thing. They made him over. Dude, when his TNA contract expires, they're gonna sign him to WWE and he's gonna get pushed to the fucking moon. The dude is amazing. Did you see how hard did everybody pop at WrestleMania for him?
Oh God, we popped at my friend's house when he came out, probably as loud as the arena did. We're like,
it's fucking insane. And
You know,
now the last thing I will say about WrestleMania, the one of the highlights was the trio or the not trios, the triple threat match with Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. They fucking tore the house down,
that
bro.
was like I felt like one of the first female matches I've seen in a long time with no major botches. I saw like maybe like one or two sloppy things, but not like you fucked up kind of
Mhm.
botches. You know, you can tell they did their fucking practice. You
Dude,
know,
they went
they
out and crushed it.
yeah,
Like
that
the
was a great.
women's tag team title match, no one gave a fuck about.
Yeah,
I could give a fuck about Becky Lynch coming back. I
yeah.
would have rather have seen Bailey go in.
I
Like
I
it's
also
so
couldn't give
dumb.
a fuck about the Naomi fucking whatever her name
Jade
fight.
Cargill, even in her nipple slip, Jade had a nipple slip. I didn't go. I didn't even see it. Like I
I
just
didn't
didn't give
even
a
notice
fuck.
it.
It
I
was all over the internet.
the
But
the thing I noticed more about that fight was a guy sitting in the audience at the bottom of the ramp who had a Naomi onesie on, and it was like glittery. Like I was like, what the fuck? Of all the things to like wear to WrestleMania, like
yeah,
yeah,
but you noticed it, right? That's why.
sure.
That's why you noticed it. That's why that dude did that. Fuck, I would wear. I don't know. I'd find some flaming fucking shit too to wear just to be unnoticed on TV during WrestleMania.
He was like in the prime corner spot at the bottom of the fucking ramp. So he was in a lot of shots. And I was like, what is this dude wearing? I didn't even know. I didn't even know Naomi until like they showed her intro and then it
Yeah,
had like black with the yellow stripes. And then I was like, oh, that's what that stupid gay dude's wearing.
yeah.
Like, what the? And then
You
I
know,
saw him. He was there both nights. And then I saw him at Raw, literally like same row, but like 3 or 4 seats over.
you
Like
know
I saw.
she's Jimmy Uso's wife, right?
Say again.
Naomi.
Oh, is
Naomi's
it?
Jimmy. Yeah, yeah. It's Jimmy's wife.
I think he could have done better.
But whatever.
Whatever.
My favorite sign of the night was it was 1,927 days since Ohio State beat Michigan.
With
Like just they had that sign last year too. Like with the how many days, dude. I
the
fucking
current
love it.
number.
Best
Um,
rivalry in all of sports.
I my favorite sign was, "Babe, I'm here and you're not." That was,
Oh,
and then
sweetie, yeah, sweetie, I'm here. You're not.
the
I love that sign. And then did you
the
see
next
the
day, the next day, the same dude says, "Sweetie, stop spending my money."
Yeah. Did you see the other sign that was like off to the right of him that said Dom eats corn the long
The
way?
long way,
Yeah,
yes.
the old school Goldberg fucking sign. I saw that. I immediately thought of you.
I,
Oh, it's so fucking funny, dude.
I laughed out loud when I saw that. That was at Raw, I think it was, right?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think it was at WrestleMania, but
I'm almost positive it was at Raw because I remember I would have like, if it was, because I saw it on Sunday at my friend's house, and then I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Monday.
okay.
But yeah,
Either way, it doesn't
either
matter. The
way,
sign was there. It's fucking funny.
I
I
I,
love the callback.
I didn't even remember that was a callback, but still,
Dude, we sent a reel. You sent a reel to me about the Goldberg sign.
really,
Goldberg eats corn the long ways.
we send each
Fucking-
other a lot of reels,
I
bro.
know, but that was one that was funny as fuck, and I will remember forever.
Been cooking any good food lately? We made some fucking bomb ass ribs on Sunday.
Nice. I made brats. I had Zayden, my oldest son, turned 17. We had his birthday party on Saturday. I just made burgers for. I had too many people to make something fun. And then we made brats last night that were fucking tits, dude. I love brats. This is my favorite time of year to just grill and just do whatever, man. Like brats, steaks, like what? Oh, it's just so good. Um, I think we're gonna do. Oh, we did. We made homemade. I mean, not that like sloppy joes are like super hard to make. But we had homemade sloppy joes tonight that were fucking tits. So
I made a fucking a ribeye tonight.
nice.
Yeah, that was my. I got like a coupon for my supermarket, so it was like a $20 ribeye cost me like $9. Not bad.
Hell yeah, dude. I'd fucking do that too.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. So just keep it simple. We can't promise we'll do this every week. I have been super busy. I got started a new job about a month ago, and I get called in for like random shifts, or sometimes I'm just beat. It's kind of funny being a bartender at 41 at like a place that's like we cater to a much younger crowd. Like we did like metal on Saturday, EDM. We've got like goth nights, like the EDM crowd. Like when it's bumping in there, I don't stop moving for 5 hours. My fucking tootsies be killing me. But yeah, Dan and I, we do this because we love doing this, and you know, uh, we ask one favor of everybody watching is tell somebody you love them. It's really important to us. Life is very short. I just recently lost my buddy Logan to cancer, and this was my first time dealing with losing someone due to our shitty healthcare system. Like his health insurance stopped paying for the better kind of chemo that he needed. And then his cancers eventually spreads his fucking brain. So Logan was kind of an asshole like I am, which is probably why we got along. Both like the same kind of music. And, I probably regretting I didn't get to tell him I love him sooner before he passed away. And none of us really knew how bad his current situation was. He's a very strong dude, and just like to fight his battles on his own kind of guy. Um, so yeah, do us a favor, tell somebody you love them. Dan, I love you.
I love you too.
I we'll talk next week, brother.
Sounds good, buddy. See you
All
later.
right,